is the brilliant mind behind projects like Wild 'N Out and Real Husbands of Hollywood. Now he's hosting a 10-part docu-series called Black Comedy in America. Please welcome my brother in comedy, Chris Spencer. I don't know, but I'm looking. What happened to your eye? You got it's a little red.
I told my wife I was gonna go play golf.
Okay.
And she said, "No, you're not." And I said, "What you gonna do?" And then that was stupid.
You should know what your wife says.
Yes.
You got to be compliant. No, but you still look handsome. It's just a little bit going on.
Thanks.
I'm so excited you're here, Chris, because this is a full circle moment.
Yes.
Because you remember back in 1993, for a couple years, we were neighbors. We were struggling comics.
Yes.
We had no money.
Yes.
What do you remember about that time?
I was just telling your people in the back because we were broke, right? We would borrow sugar, rice, money. I still think you owe me about $18. But just the struggle. And I remembered you started to blow before me. So what happens in entertainment? You know, you audition, right? And your friends book stuff and you don't book stuff. She was working immediately. And I was like, what are you doing that I ain't doing? And so it was just great to watch your journey. And then to see this.
I mean, but... And I have to say the same thing about you because we used to always talk about our dreams.
I said that so you could say stuff about me. Go. All of a sudden about professional comedian. Go, Sherri, tell them.
I do, because we would sit and talk. We were neighbors. We had no money, and we would sit and talk about what we dreamed about.
Right.
And so to also see you, my friend, successful as you are, just in everything, it makes my heart so glad. All right?
Thank you.
And yes, I owe you about 18, but you owe me about 50. So there we go. Now, you know, I was talking about earlier the late, great Quincy Jones.
Wow.
And back in the day, you had your own talk show called Vibe, which he produced, that talk show.
Yes.
What do you remember most about working with Quincy Jones?
His eye for talent.
Yeah.
No. So I didn't want to originally do the show, right?
Right.
They had a nationwide search to find the host for this show. And they came to me and I was like, I don't want to be a host, I'm an actor. Shakespeare. I ain't never done Shakespeare in my life. So Jamie Masada from the Laugh Factory was managing me at the time, and he was like, just come meet him. I said, I know if I meet him, he's gonna talk me into it. And sure enough, I met him, and he was like the most gracious, humblest, most intelligent, and what many people don't know, he had a hell of a sense of humor. And that's why, you know, for him to discover Will Smith and Whoopi, it's because he knows comedy.
Because he knows comedy.
He knows everything.
He did, and we just celebrate the legacy that he left behind. And I was talking also earlier, it's election day today. And now this is where I have not gotten to. You are friends with our former beloved president, Barack Obama. You guys,
I mean, you can...
Y'all play golf together. This is your golf buddy.
Well, here's what's funny about that picture. That's my mom, and go back. That's my mom photobombing in the back.
That's your mother?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, your little short mama is photobombing the picture.
Yes.
Like, what's it like to be playing with Barack?
For him. Me playing with him.
To be playing with President Barack Obama.
It's beyond incredible because, first of all, he can really play.
Okay.
Right? So you expect, you know, you see the president or celebrities playing, you go, he can't play. He can actually play.
Really?
And he's a smack talker. So,
really? Barack Obama's a smack talker?
Yeah, so he's talking smack to me, and I'm like, am I allowed to say something back? Where's Secret Service?
Because they're on the golf course, which is Secret Service.
Oh, yeah. So let me explain. So I played the first time while he was the actual president.
Right.
And so there was security everywhere. There was guards in golf carts with their finger on the trigger.
Wow.
So if they sneeze, they would go, how'd you? And then sometimes you wouldn't know where they were. One time I lost my ball in the bushes, and I was looking in the bushes, and a dude popped out and went and walked away. I swear, scared the heck out of me.
So, like, y'all have that relationship. I love it. And I just want, does he call you on the phone? Like,
No, he don't call me on the phone.
He don't call you?
And what's funny is, they've called me to play with other people and not invited me.
Oh, really?
So one time they called her like, hey, Chris, 44 wants to play golf with Will Smith.
Yeah.
We heard he's in town.
Okay.
Can we get his number? I said, what makes you think I have his number? They go, you got his number. So, can you call him? And I was like, sure. So I hooked them up and I was like, so what time are we, hello? Hello? Yeah.
Okay, so I gotta talk. This is what I love. You are funny no matter what, Chris.
Oh, stop.
And I want to congratulate you. We played the trailer for Black Comedy in America earlier last week.
Thank you.
Like, you and your wife Vanessa produced this, the
Right.
Black Comedy in America. You actually got the kings of comedy to sit down for an interview. Cedric the Entertainer,
Yes.
D.L. Hughley. Who
Yes.
am I missing?
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey. Like, how did you do that?
So, Michael Strahan's company
Yeah.
and Tiffany Haddish's company, She Ready, were just going on to produce this show.
Right.
My wife was running Tiffany Haddish's company.
Okay.
And she's like, you know what? You guys need my husband to not only host, but to also produce, because there's gonna be a word that you 30-year-olds don't know. My Rolodex it's filled with beeper numbers. No, it's filled with phone numbers. And so she and I, also with Danielle Kennedy, were able to book this show basically with our personal relationships. And so on the show, you're gonna see Kevin Hart, you're gonna see Will Smith.
Wow.
More whoops. Marla Gibbs that you saw in the trailer.
Marla Gibbs, right.
George Lopez, Dave Chappelle. You guys heard of him, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
Anthony Anderson.
it's, you know, because it's so important. And I was talking to the audience in one of my hot topics about the difference between white crowds doing comedy for white crowds and doing comedy for black crowds and the difference. What do you see as the difference?
Well, white people give you a chance.
Yes, that you do get a chance with white people.
White people are like, he must be funny. I paid my money. There's his name on the poster. He's got to be great.
Yes.
Black people don't care who you are. What's his name? Eddie Murphy? Okay. Okay, I can see why he might be good. Like, you have to really give it to them.
Yes.
But the satisfaction with us is totally different, right? When you kill in front of a black room, like white room kill is fantastic. Black rooms, Chris Rock said it best. He said, black people laugh with their feet. And so, that right there, that's what we're always in search of.
Yes.
That noise right there, because both of us, we did mainstream rooms, and it was cool.
Yes, we have.
You're great! Good luck, buddy! But it's also the same on the opposite. When you do bad in the black room.
Yes. What do they do?
I've walked home on occasion. Because they boo, of course, you've seen the Apollo, but that silence. And then you look in the audience, you see somebody who might tell your mama you was bad, and just going. You gonna try it again tomorrow night, ain't you, baby? 'Cause tonight was awful.
That is it. Chris, I'm so glad that you came by.
So
I
glad you
love
invited
you.
me. I love you back.
My 1200 North June neighbor.
Yes.
You guys, new episodes of Black Comedy in America airs Tuesdays on Vice TV, and we'll be right back. Chris Spencer.